For several videos now, I have been talking about sniper entries when it comes to Forex trading, but some of you still have questions in regards to how I actually enter these trades. And since I'm already sending signals in the BLW signals group, I wanted to show you the latest trades that I actually share with the group that were sniper entries, so that you can actually have an idea as to what you can get when you follow my predictions, or how can you do it yourself as well. Hi everyone, this is Christian here on YouTube, and welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today, we're gonna talk about the sniper entries in my actual trading view account, and of course, show you what I share with the group in the BLW signals group, so that you have an idea as to exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about sniper entries. But hey, if you're new to my channel and you're into day trading in general, such as Forex, crypto, or any type of making money online, then this channel is for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button below and activate the notifications bell icon so that you get a notification of every new video that I upload. With that being said, let's jump into the video. Okay, first, let's go ahead and understand what is a sniper entry, because some of you probably still have the question as to what I'm talking about when I talk about sniper entries. And what I mean when I say sniper entry, it's basically when you have an entry point in Forex where it literally almost doesn't go the opposite direction that you predicted, because many people are actually entering at the same time on that specific order, such as this order right here. As you can see, I did have a stop loss level, but the trade literally almost never went into the stop loss area, and it went directly into the take profit area. Now, is this because I'm a wizard? No, it's because it's a sniper entry. And in order to identify a sniper entry, basically what we need to do is to identify where most of people and institutions are actually placing trades all at the same time. Once that happens, what happens is that if a lot of people are placing buying orders, or institutions are placing buying orders, then the price is gonna spike. And when a lot of people are placing short orders, such as institutions, then the price is going to start going down. So our target is to identify those specific entry points where the price will actually, where institutions are actually placing the positions. That's a sniper entry, such as this one right here. This is on Bitcoin, but I'm going to show you some examples on regular currencies as well. But this is what a sniper entry is. Now, these are the best trades that you're going to have in Forex. Yes, you can use moving average and this and whatever. But once you actually learn to trade like this as institution, then you can make tons of money with very little risk, and you understand the market a lot better. So that way you can become an expert trader. Now let's go ahead and analyze some live trades that I actually have in the group. I want to share with you where I actually shared my signals during this and last week. Today is Wednesday, by the way. So where is it that I sent my first signals? Let me just go ahead and find them. Right, I guess it was right here. Where is it? Some of them are right here. Right here I share the trading view charts, and this is the Telegram channel, by the way. So here I actually send the analysis, but here in the BLW signals group is where I send my actual signal. So we're gonna start with the first Euro GBP, and the Euro GBP that I sent, the first one was actually right here. Right here. It was actually in 15 minutes. In 50 minutes was the first trade that I actually that I sent. It was this one right here. Take a look at the actual entry. At the moment that I analyzed the trade, what I did, and let me just go ahead and do a replay right now, because I want you to understand exactly what I did. I actually mentioned this on a previous video, but let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly I analyzed. First of all, I realized there was a bottom right here that was actually respected. There was some sort of consolidation section in here, and then there was a distribution. There was an imbalance, so the market had to be corrected. So I figured, okay, many institutions might be placing orders right here. Now I drew a trading zone according to the lowest point, meaning the wick, and the beginning of this buying candle. That was my trading zone. If you notice, it was already a sniper entry before, because the price actually went down literally right here with this candlestick. What happens is that the price went down, and the next candlestick literally came back, took some orders, and continued to drop. So I was like, okay, maybe this time the price will actually do that one more time. But I'm not gonna put my stop loss all the way to this level, because that would be another imbalance, and the market that's not gonna do that. So maybe this would be a good stop loss area because there was a retraction right here. So that's exactly what I did. Now let's go ahead and see what happened right there. I sent the signal. This was what, on April 4th? April 4th was when I sent the signal. And take a look at it. It went and touched the entry point, and then boom, started to drop. Right here at this point, you could have either closed the trade right here partially, or you could just continue with it. It's really up to you, but take a look. It was a 4.8 risk reward ratio. But then the exact same trade, I decided to actually give it a new try. But this time I was actually looking at 1 hour candles. Why was I looking at 1 hour candles? Because I realized that there were a lot of wicks in this section right here. And basically the wicks, what they say is that there is a strong pull up. You know, this was a resistance point, that there was a support line that was respected many times, but once it got broken, it got respected once right here, but it was like worth it to continue monitoring. I didn't send the signal here. I continued to look at it exactly to see what was going on. And take a look at this respect right here. So this was my trading zone. I added my trading zone from here all the way to this wick. It was like, okay, the price might get activated either here or here. Okay, that's what I made it. That's what it made it sniper. So I put my like stop loss a little bit above this level, and then my take profit was around here. But you need to play with your numbers. You need to understand exactly what you're doing. So the signal was actually sent right now, and I told him, hey, buy right now, and take a look at it. Sometimes the trade is going to get activated at the beginning of the zone, sometimes at the end. The point of it is that since this is sniper entry, it should activate and just retract. So even if it retracts here or here, you still should be safe. If it goes above the level, then it wasn't a good entry. Why? Because not many institutions were actually placing orders at that specific point. So you were wrong in the analysis. That's fine. I lose trades all the time as well. So here's what happened. It continued. Oh, hold on. It continued. And then I realized, I told him to actually close partially because I realized that there was a huge retraction here. So like, okay, close the trade right there. That was your stop loss, and boom. Then it started going in the opposite direction. Okay. Now, that's exactly what happened in this specific position. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at some other positions that I have. USD-CHF. USD-CHF, it was right here. And this was the signal that I sent. And again, I sent it on 1 hour candlesticks. So what happened here? Right here, this is a resistance level that I had. It's like, okay, the price will reach right here and then it will retract. But since we were looking at a downtrend, we could have actually identified some of the retractions on a shorter term. So what I did is that I was actually monitoring this specific position, and this was on April the 5th. Yeah, April the 5th. I realized that this resistance was actually respected. So I was like, okay, this might be a good entry point. And I sent my order or my signal right here. Now, the zone that I actually drew was basically, I didn't really have like some sort of zone to be respected. So I actually took this wick as the highest point. I was like, I don't have any other reference, so I'm going to go with it. And it was a sniper entry as well, according, of course, to my analysis. Then it continued like this during the day of the signal. And the people who had the pending order, this is exactly what happened. The price went straight to this higher level. It didn't start on the lower level. It started on the higher level, which means it was a sniper entry inside of the zone. So this trade went directly all the way to the stop loss. In 2 candlesticks, in 2 hours, it went to the take profit. I'm sorry. There was a 4.63 risk reward ratio. let's go ahead and take a look at another one, Euro CHF. Euro CHF, and that's going to be the last one, by the way. This is going to be the one on, what was it? This trade was actually sent on the 6th, okay? I'm recording this on the 10th, by the way, for those of you wondering. So take a look at it. I realized, first of all, that this was a downtrend, right? So we were looking for this movement to happen, right? So I saw that it was respected a couple of times, and I was like, okay, this trade, it was a sniper many times, but I didn't catch it because this is the London and Asian session. But in the New York session, I was like, okay, maybe the price will actually hit right here, and then it will retract, right? It could be a good sniper entry. And right now, the price is actually bouncing around it during the New York session as usual. And we just gotta wait. I left the pending order, obviously, during the London session. I mean, I left the pending order sitting right there. There you go. What happens is that at the beginning of the New York session of the next day, every pending order that was placed by institutions in this section was actually, we got all the pending orders right here from institutions, which actually brought the price literally down almost immediately. It didn't happen immediately. I mean, you could have even closed the trade around right here, but here it closed the take profit, and it was a 5.91 risk reward ratio. That's what sniper entries are. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Now, I know some of you might ask, how do I choose my entries? And as of right now, today we have CPI. And when we have CPI, I usually don't send any signals whatsoever. This is a trade that I actually sent yesterday, for instance. What happens is that I actually saw, and I'm going to show you exactly what I saw. So I realized that this, not right now, the price actually went down all the way to this level. Not this one, the next one. There you go. So I was like, okay, so the price actually broke this support level right here. So the price might actually come back, take some orders, and then start going down. Unfortunately, it did, but the next candles actually closed and the stop loss hit the stop loss section somewhere. Let me just go ahead and see. I think it was this one right here. It was in 15 minutes, I guess. Sorry. I was gonna make sure that I show you the right example. Yeah, it was in 15 minutes. So basically what I did was that I saw this. Literally right here, I sent the signal and said, okay, the price is gonna touch back up, and then it's gonna activate the order and it's gonna continue going down. And guess what? It did, but it actually hit the stop loss. Now what happened after that, it was that it retested the section. So the order was right, but not at the exact moment, not at the right moment. So the price then continues to go like this because all the pending orders were actually placed after it hit all the stop loss. More pending orders were actually placed, and then it went and touched the take profit. Now, this was my mistake because I sent it too early. I should have waited for this retesting. But this is how I pick my orders. The first thing that I do is that I look at the actual trend, at the overall trend. So what I do is that I go with 4-hour candles, and I'm like, okay, this is a complete downtrend in 4 hours. Then in 1 hour, it's still a downtrend. So then I can either choose my entry in 1 hour or in 15 minutes. It's up to me. So then I look at it and say, hey, this could be my entry point, and I'm always looking for these movements. Support respected, support broken, and then it becomes a resistance and it goes like this. And if it's an uptrend, I looked at the exact same thing, but in the opposite direction. So I look at movements like this, resistance that get broken, then it comes back and does this. This is what I'm looking at. Every single day. I don't look at anything else. The moving average only works for me to actually look at where the trend is going, the overall trend. But my entry point goes with my analysis about the trading zone. I do have a little bit more detailed video in regards to this specific strategy, so I recommend you to look at it. I'm gonna link it somewhere in the cards. And you're gonna learn a lot more about how to find some and sniper entries. Now, Chris, can I copy your trades? Yes, you can. This is the BLW Signals group, and this is the website where me and two other people actually send signals every single day. Where I call them predictions, because signals itself, I mean, you can copy directly the data that I'm actually sharing, the entry price, stop loss, and take profit. But I always tell you, hey, look at the analysis, okay? Look at the analysis that you're having. And that way you're gonna be able to fully understand exactly what I'm doing and do it yourself as well once I'm not around. So I send the prediction, then you should analyze exactly why I look for that entry point. So that makes sense. Now the BLW Signals group is a community where I send signals along with two people in the website and also in Telegram. Okay, so you can copy the exact same positions that we're placing. So far this week, I think I was like a 14, this month I'm like a 14 risk reward ratio and return. So that means like a 14% balance increase. And then my other two people are like in 7 and 9 in risk reward ratio. So we're doing pretty darn good. So I recommend you to actually join us. The link is blwsignalsgroup.com. I'm gonna put it in the description of this video so you can copy our trades as well. Now, I just want to finish this part of the video about going with trailing stop against going with, what's the other call? Closing your position. So some people will actually close the positions instead of going trailing stop. And although that's fine, you might actually make a lot more profit if you actually do some trailing stop as well. For instance, some people would actually see this movement right here. Okay, so the trade got activated, right? And the next candle was actually a red one. So you're excited, everything looks good. Oh my God, you almost hit the take profit. Maybe the next one will. But then when this happens, a lot of people would actually close the trade here because the price is jumping. So you're closing at a 231 risk reward ratio. But if you would actually move your stop loss to like around this area, just to either break even or something like that, then what happens is that even if the price doesn't go in the right direction, you didn't lose money. So instead of actually going like this, it went to the take profit section and you made more money, or you can close partially. But don't close all the trade, like all the lot size, just because you were scared that the price would actually go in the opposite direction. That's a huge recommendation that I have for you. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, smash the like button to support this YouTube channel. But more importantly, if you have any questions or comments to share, you can always use the comment section below and my team will be happy to reply to you. Thank you very much for watching this video and I'll see you on the next one.